In some questions, they give the first 3 terms or 3 terms of AP or 4 terms of AP and 5 terms of AP, and the relation between the terms will be given. Then how to define the unknown terms of AP? Here we discuss about the selection of terms. Selection of terms of AP. Suppose in a question you are given the sum of 3 terms of AP is 10. Which 3 terms? We cannot say no. They may be middle terms or the first 3 terms or anything. But here there is a simple way we write here number of terms required and how to define the terms we discuss now. Suppose you want to define 3 terms of AP. You write A, the first term we know, the next term is A plus D, and the previous term is A minus D. This is the way you define the 3 terms. Don't write the 3 terms of A plus D, A plus 2D. We cannot solve any question by defining in such a way. In this series we know the common difference is D. Okay? If you require 4 terms, suppose in a question the sum of 4 terms of AP is so and so, then how do you define? You define a term A plus D and next A plus 3D, not 2D. On the left side, the same A minus D and A minus 3D. Now what the common difference in this series? Is the common difference D as in the case of 3 terms? Let's see now. Let me find the difference of these two or any two. These two, that is A minus D minus A minus 3D. A minus 3D. So A minus D minus A plus 3D plus A minus A plus 3D minus D is 2D. So when you define so, the common difference is 2D. Okay? If we want 5 terms, suppose in a question you are given the sum of 5 terms, then how do you define? The middle term is A, the next term is A plus 1, that is A plus D, A plus 2D. On the left side, A minus D, A minus 2D. Okay? If we want 6, you got the idea now, I think. A minus D, A plus D. Okay? And A plus 3D, A plus 5D. On this side, A minus 3D, A minus 5D. The common difference is 2D and whereas here D. Okay. If we define so, we can solve the situation easily. Is the convenient way. You have to remember only one thing. If we want odd number of numbers, see for 3 and 5, odd numbers. If we want the odd number of terms of AP, the middle term must be A. If not, the number of terms are even numbers, the middle 2 terms are A minus D, A plus D. Okay. This way you define. Then you can solve the given situation by defining the required number of terms of an AP, that is the selection of the terms based on the number of terms we require. One question based on this concept. Sum of three terms of an AP is minus 3. Their product is 8. Find AP. Okay. You are given the sum of three unknown terms is minus 3 and their product is also known by 8. What are they? What is the AP? Find AP. So here the unknown terms are 3 which are odd numbers. So we define the terms. Let the terms is equal to, since we want the odd number of terms, I take the middle term is A and the right side is A plus D, the left side A minus D. These are the three terms of unknown values. Their sum is given as minus 3. Therefore, the sum of these three terms, what I defined, that is A minus D plus A plus D, which is given by sum minus 3. So, minus D plus D. So, I remain with 3A, which is minus 3. So, A is equal to minus 3 by 3, which is minus 1. Okay, I got A value now. And also A given the product of these three terms. Product is equal to 8. Whose product? The same three terms. A minus D of A plus D of A. We can write the terms in any order by commutative property. So A minus D, A plus D in the form of A plus D, A minus D. So A square minus D square. So A square minus D square of A is equal to 8. We know the A value already, that is minus 1. I substitute minus 1 in the place of A. So this is minus 1 square minus D square of minus 1 is equal to 8. Minus 1 square is plus 1. So 1 minus D square of minus 1 is equal to D, so 8. So minus 1 of minus 1, minus 1 of 1, minus 1, minus 1 of minus D plus D square is equal to 9. Okay. Then D square is equal to, 8. D square is 8 plus 1. So D square is equal to 8 plus 1. So D square is equal to 9. D is the root of 9, that is plus or minus 3. If I take positive 3, the AP is different. Negative 3, the AP is different. Let's write both the APs. If D is 3, the AP, D is 3, D is 3. Say A is minus 1. Minus 1 minus of plus 3. So minus 1 minus 3 minus 4. So minus 4 A, that is minus 1, and A plus D. What is A? A is minus 1, D is equal to 3. 3 minus 1, 2. Okay, this is the AP when D is equal to 3. If D is equal to minus 3, the first term minus 1, A is minus 1, D is minus 3. So minus of minus 3 is plus 3. Plus 3 minus 1, 2. 2. And middle term A, that is minus 1. And the third term A plus D. What is A? Minus 1. What is D? Minus 3. Minus 1 minus 3 minus 4. See, we get the same in reverse order. So there are two APs possible in such cases where D is two values, positive, negative. So we solve the question when the number of required terms are 3. Let's solve one more question where the number of terms are 4 in demand. Sum of 4 terms of AP is 20. Sum of their squares is 120. Find AP. Okay. In this question, you want the 4 terms. The 4 is an even number. Already I explained how to define 4 terms which are even numbers. I define the terms. Let the terms are the middle 2 terms. I define A minus D, A plus D. These are the middle 2 terms. The right side A plus 3D and here A minus 3D. I define the terms as per the question. Let me find their sum. Their sum is equal to A minus 3D plus A minus D plus A plus D plus A plus 3D plus 3D minus D plus D. I remain with 4A, which is the sum of 4 terms as I defined. So 4A is equal to 20 by question. So A is equal to 5. A value is 5. Okay. Now let me find the sum of their squares. Sum of their square means A minus 3D whole square, A minus D whole square, A plus D whole square, A plus 3D whole square, their sum. Let me continue here. Sum of their squares, that is A plus 3D whole square plus A minus 3D whole square plus A plus D whole square plus A minus D whole square. We know this is A plus B whole square plus A minus B whole square. So we remain with 2A square and 2D square. So the product of the sum of these two is 2A square plus what is B? 3D. 3D square is 9D square. 2 times of 9D square is 18D square. And here this is also A plus B whole square plus A minus B whole square, which is 2A square plus 2B square. This is 2A square plus 2D square. Totally we remain with 4A square plus 20D square, which is the sum of their squares. But this is given as 120. Okay. So 4A square plus 20D square is 120. We have the value of A, 5. Okay. So 4 or 4 of 5 square plus 20D square is equal to 120. So 5 square is 25, 25 4s are 100, 100 plus 20D square is 120, 20D square is 120 minus 100, so 20D square is equal to 20, D square is 20 by 20, which is 1, so D is root 1, that is plus or minus 1. So you got the D value, plus 1 or minus 1. Now we can define the AP by taking A as 5, D as plus 1 and also minus 1. See, in this type of questions always we get 2 series of APs, because D value always we get either positive or negative one. So we can define the terms of AP by taking both the values of D, that is positive and negative. So some more questions we solve in our next video. Please continue watching. Thank you.